What is going on, Pokemoshpitbeta? I am GamerJayTV, but you just call me Jay, and this is my third upload to this channel. And today I am bringing you guys a UU match up against MrSupremeJustin, and let's go ahead and look at his team and look at my team right quick. So I see Hippopotas, Heracross, Alakazam. I see all of those. I see Hippopotas there. Set up Sand, obviously for Stoutland. Magic Guarding. Alakazam is pretty obvious. Heracross is looking to be a Scarfer to me, and I guess Azumarill and Azumarill is just there to be there, I guess, and Clefable to sponge some hits and do whatever. So I figured I should lead off with Azelf because I do have the Scarf, and I can work around whatever I need to work around. So he's going to lead off with Alakazam. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Azelf. I was really debating on whether I should go for Stealth Rock or U-Turn. I decided to go on U-Turn mainly because, well, I could take a hit because I am sashed. So I go for the U-Turn because I can get mad damage on this Alakazam, and I can use Azelf as fodder later for just as fodder. Oh gosh, I said father, didn't I? Fodder later. So I'm going to switch in my Rotom because this is my specially defensive Rotom, as he's going to switch out into his Clefable because as his name says, he's pretty bulky, as I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm just to hit something pretty hard. I just wanted to hit something. I wanted to get damage on something, and it just had to be this Clefable, so it's pretty nice. But I'm going to now Volt Switch out back into my Azelf because I don't know what Clefables do because I've never really faced a Clefable, but I never faced one, and I just don't know what they do firsthand. So I'm going to switch into Azelf as fodder, and I just see what it goes for, just to scout, see what it does, and it actually goes for the knockoff. So that was a pretty good switch for me because if I didn't switch out with my Rotom, then I would have lost my leftovers, and I really need my leftovers. So now I'm gonna bring in this is a free chance for me to bring in Archeops, and I guess he predicts me to go for the Stone Edge maybe, and goes into Hippopotas to take it. But I actually go for the Acrobatics. I do get a crit right here, which I'm gonna say, yeah, that crit totally mattered a little bit. But I do carry Hidden Power Ice on this Archeops, but I don't really run damage calc, and I don't know what his investments are, so I don't really know I don't know if that crit really too mattered or not. I don't know. Maybe it would have probably still been a 2-hit KO either way. But he's gonna bring a Heracross. The way he brought a Heracross makes me believe that it's Scarf, so I'm just gonna switch into Suicune to take it. And I don't know if this is Jolly Scarf or Adamant Scarf. I don't know yet. I have to see later on in the match. But he's going to switch out now and switch back into his Clefable because his Clefable can sponge any hit from Suicune, as I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Electric because I kind of thought that he would bring in Azumarill, but at the same time, why would he actually bring in Azumarill on a Suicune? I mean, I do have Scald, and I could have got the potential burn, but I mean, obviously I wouldn't go for a Scald on a damn Heracross, so that's just stupid. But I'm highly surprised that he didn't go for the knockoff on my Suicune, considering I do carry the leftovers. I'm surprised he didn't do that. So he goes for I guess Seismic Toss was what he wanted to do, mainly because I guess he just want to wear down my Suicune because Suicune is a pain in the butt. But I roar him out into Azumarill, and I'm just gonna go for the HP Electric just to gauge how much it does, and it does like a roughly 25%. And Sand is obviously Sand's gonna take it's gonna hit it, but it has leftovers to negate that Sand. But I noticed that I'm faster, so I guess he doesn't have any speed investments. I guess it's like all HP or something, like fully invested in HP and attack or something, I guess. I don't know. But he goes for the Ice Punch, probably predicting me to go into my Rotom for some reason, but I don't know why. But now I'm gonna just go for the Scald, try to fish for the burn, and he's just gonna superpower for the KO on my Suicune. It's perfectly fine because this allows me a switch into my Heracross to either kill it or force him to switch, which I'm gonna go for the Mega Horn. I was debating on whether I should go for Mega Horn or Close Combat. I didn't really want to go for the Close Combat, mainly because I didn't want the defense drops, and I didn't know if I was gonna keep Heracross in. So I just went for the Mega Horn, and I was feeling pretty good about the Mega Horn, and it does like roughly half. It does like half to this Heracross. And I also noticed that my Sandstorm Buffet hits before his Sandstorm Buffet, so he might be Adamant Scarf because I am Jolly Scarf. So so I don't want my Heracross to take any kind of hit right now because I need my Scarfer for later. So I'm going to switch in Rotom. He goes for the Stone Edge. He hits the first Stone Edge, surprisingly, and he's going to miss the second one. I had to switch into Rotom because Rotom is my only defensive Pokemon left. So I'm going to be able to Volt Switch out back into my Heracross, and the Sandstorm is going to take out his Heracross. But now this is going to allow him a free switch into his Stoutland. And this Stoutland is very powerful because he has the retaliate, and being double the base power is like what 140 after after something dies, and then and then stab. That's gonna do a butt ton to Archeops, and it's just an easy 2-hit KO. That's just ridiculous. So much power, so much power, and he's obviously he looks like to be a Sand Rush. Instead of like whatever the other ability he gets. But now I'm going to switch into Victini because I need Victini in because this is a Trick Room Victini as you just saw, and for some reason he switches out Stoutland into his Clefable. I have no idea why, but that just allowed me to get up a free Trick Room. Not only that, but he knocks off my Life Orb, so that just like lengthens my survivability by a lot, kind of sorta, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna, and I don't even need it because I go for the V create, and I'm just gonna O-code that Clefable pretty easily. But now it's gonna allow him to bring in Azumarill, go for the Aqua Jet. Me being complete dumbass I am, I completely forgot that I had a defense drop from my V create. But hey, I still survived. I survived the Aqua Jet. I was like, oh, okay, wow. And I'm gonna go for the Thunder. This is a mixed Victini because I do have 252 attack, 200 spec attack, and then like 50 something in HP. And I'm carrying Brick Break, Thunder, Trick Room, and Recreate. It's just a weird set to me. But now I'm gonna bring in Rotom, and he's gonna bring in Alakazam. I go for the Leaf Storm. I was really surprised that my Rotom hit first. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, why did my Rotom hit first? And I was like, oh wait, Trick Room. So as much as I would love to take credit for that, that was just I totally just that was just a lucky moment for me right there. But I am going to be, but now thanks to the Trick Room, I am going to be able to burn this Stoutland. So now this Stoutland cannot hurt me anymore. And and he keeps on using Return. He doesn't switch up his moves. So I want to say, and he doesn't go for the Retaliate. So I want to say that he's probably banded with Sand Rush, which is freaking scary. But I am going to fodder off my Rotom, and I'm going to bring in Heracross. I know I could take a return after the burn because he's burned, and that's going to allow me to go for a close combat and KO him for the win. So that was a good game to me. I don't know about you guys, but that was a good game. If you enjoyed this narration, please leave a like. It helps out the beta channel. And if you enjoyed my narration, you enjoyed this video or whatever, you can come swing by my channel and my opponent's channel. If you like our stuff, then you can subscribe to us. So without further ado, I will see you guys either on my channel, or I will see you guys in my next upload to this channel. Bye.